What's going on, New Fighting Order fans? This is your co-host, co-CEO Alexlexus coming at you with, I am not able to call this lunchtime TV, but just more of, I had some free time and just want to address something. I want to let everyone know that I'm safe and sound, currently in Fort Hood, Texas, our pre-training before I head up to Afghanistan. So they're treating me good here, and I'm being fed quite nicely, and getting the guns. But enough about that. I just wanted to shout out the company, Nelson, Noob, Shintakuma, Shinwar, Demizzle, On Your Knees, and the rest of the New Fighting Order staff for continuing to work with the company in my absence. So from here and there, I'll be able, if the internet will allow, to get online and do mini shorts as I used to do. So, to the M.u.g.e.n community, shout out to you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys caught that EF12, the new 3D equivalent to the M.u.g.e.n engine. I'm glad I was able to see this come to reality because I knew someday and someone or a team of people was going to make that happen. Now, if the user tools for that 3D M.u.g.e.n are really easy and accessible, I think 2D M.u.g.e.n is pretty much going to become a thing of the past, more of a pastime thing. But there's always going to be community and support for it. But I'm really looking forward to see what the EF12 engine has to offer, because I had dreams of this years ago. I said, you know what, one day someone's going to do it. Now it's reality. So shout out to the team that developed that engine, and I look forward to seeing some crazy crossovers. Now I know, I hope Brother Noble, auxiliary member of the Fighting Order, caught that. Maybe I'll give him a call and see what ideas we can cook up, because if that engine is as efficient as I think it's going to be, I just wanted to put it on record that New Fighting Order will have like a subsidiary fighting game studio within, a couple of members. Maybe if Club Sin from Syndicate will come and join us, Shinra, a couple of like great minds of the M.u.g.e.n community, maybe we can get together and do independent fighter, and maybe port it to the X1 or PS4 or something, who knows. But that's just wishful thinking. But with that being said, that brings me to the topic as to why I'm doing this emergency video. Capcom. Capcom. Now, as you've known, well, most of you know, when we're on military duty, we don't always have the luxury of internet. So a lot of things, will be like, how can I say, caught off guard. And Capcom's financial situation, I'm not happy about it, but I knew it was coming. And those folks who are actually defending Capcom when they were making poor business decisions, contributors to the problem. Now, starting back from what I saw on Alpha Omega Sin's video, what I've been seeing all over the place on different websites, and Capcom only having $152 million in their reserve right now. Someone in the lottery can win more money than that, hands over fist, in a given day. They're in big trouble. Big trouble. Now, I believe that possibly they may go the route of selling off IPs, which everybody's kind of predicting, and having, like, imagine Street Fighter being sold off to Arc Systems or SNK Playmore. Imagine Mega Man being sold off to like Ubisoft, developers of Rayman Legend. There's just, oh my god. But let's look at how Capcom got themselves into this situation. You look at, I'm sure it's like being redundant, but Resident Evil, look at the direction that genre took, the survival horror. They pretty much created a genre. Capcom will go down in in history for creating survival horror, and they went away from it. Okay, strike one, that's kind of dumb. Then, we all know the Mega Man situation with NFO Alexlexus. Capcom wasn't treating the man right. He decides to up and leave. And then they go and disrespect characters like him, Captain Commando, Bionic Commando, with, I mean, the way that they treated their intellectual properties. Oh my god, I mean, Mega Man. I've been waiting for a new Mega Man for the new generation, possibly like on the Xbox Live Arcade, PC, or something like Shank. You see how they do the whole high-res 2D stuff? I mean, what was so hard to produce a new Mega Man game? And Capcom claims that, oh yeah, to revive certain things costs too much money. If you think about it, if you give the fans what they want, they're going to give you money. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science, Capcom. Mega Man sat on the shelf. 3 games canceled. People waiting on that. And then for what? If they went and followed through and then developed those 3 Mega Man games that were canceled, the money, I'm pretty sure they would have got the money back. And they wouldn't be in the erroneous situation that they're in. So, with that being said, Capcom fucked over Mega Man, made poor decisions, and sat on other, like, look at rival schools. Rival schools, okay? Where the hell did that go? Just vanished. Power Stone, where did that go? Onimusha, where did it go? I mean, I could go on and on, because I grew up with Capcom. To me, I had the key third-party developers, and number 1 was Capcom, second was Konami, and, you know, I can fill in a third, but right now I'm focusing on Capcom. But Capcom, I don't get the fact that they did it to themselves, similar to how Nintendo with the Wii U got themselves in the situation that they're in. Now, all of you, well, not me, but I'm probably me, Nelson, Shinwa, well, my crew, Michael Hurdle from Salty Gamers, who's also with us. It's like, if you really think about it, the Japanese market doesn't really listen to their fans. Now, yeah, everybody want to go and crucify Microsoft since they're an American-based company and doing the American console. Oh, fuck Microsoft. Oh, Microsoft this, Microsoft that, or whatever. Oh, DRM this, and always online that. Okay? But if you think about it, even though they did it, look at how they backtracked. They had to listen to the fans. This is what Capcom's problem was, their arrogance. They weren't listening to the fans. I mean, I even did, like, those of you who follow the show and saw my art drawing of Tenkai, aka Samanosuke, if they were to do an Onimusha 5 or a branch off story. I did a concept drawing of, hey, you know what? If Tenkai can reacquire the power of the gauntlet, you know, I could have gone into a whole concept story for a new Onimusha game, but Capcom won't do it. Why? Because sales of Onimusha Dawn of Dreams wasn't that good? Whose fault was it that you changed the format? Onimusha suffered the same thing that Resident Evil suffered. So, that's Capcom's fault. Capcom's fault, 110%. And don't get me started on Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That fiasco. They pumped so much into getting that game made. And it's almost as if they disrespected Namco. They disrespected the Tekken fans. I mean, they put gems in there so that they can squeeze more money out of 2 markets, from Namco and Capcom. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy gems. I'm gonna lock off 20 characters. It's like they, in this whole mindset that DLC and their practices is the way to success in the new market. Wrong answer, Capcom. Wrong freaking answer. I mean, wow. It's as much. And I think Angry Joe, Alpha Omega Sin, all these other guys who do shows, if we didn't give a damn about Capcom, we wouldn't do the rant videos. Look at how they did with Asura's Wrath. People didn't buy it because they found out that you had to pay for the ending. I had the guys at GameStop here on Fort Hood main pools not wanting to buy Asura's Wrath. Oh yeah, you only buy half the game, then you have to buy the other episodes for the conclusion. Wow, really? And to think maybe that's why, JoJo's Adventure or Battle All-Star was developed by CyberConnect and another company. Because I don't think anybody wants to really do business with Capcom like this. And then going into Devil May Cry, that stupid emo reboot, I liked the game, it was fun to play, but it wasn't Dante. And Capcom thought it was a great idea. And then all you assholes was out there and said, hey, you gotta accept the new Dante or whatever. I'm like, negative. That is not Dante. Everybody asked for a true Devil May Cry sequel and Capcom refused to give it. So now, look what happened. Look at where Capcom is. And those of us who are pulling for Capcom feel like this. I feel like this little baby right here. I mean, unfreaking believable. It should not have come to this. Now, what's in Capcom's future? I don't know if they can pull themselves out of this, but I'm pulling for them. And let's make sure that we get a couple of things straight. Capcom is not the same company that it was during the 90s and early 2000s. It's not the same company. It's a bunch of idiots, just like that chimpanzee video that I did with Capcom about a year ago. Like, who's running that company? It doesn't make any sense. It's horrible. It's horrible to know that a company that people in our 30s and late 20s grew up with may cease to exist. Now, if you're gonna outsource something, go with don't completely stray away from your source material. Going back to Devil May Cry, Konami did it right. Castlevania Lords of Shadow outsourced to Mercury Steam and rebooted, and that came out beautiful. Thus, still keeping the mythos of the original series, but this being its own timeline, still draws reference to the original. And then they didn't completely go and radically change something that already worked. My God, I was like, wow. All these Capcom games that I have for PC, for Xbox One, original, Sega Saturn. I mean, hell, going back to Sega Saturn, Capcom was the reason why I got a Sega Saturn. That and Sega with Guardian Heroes, Gen Treasure Entertainment. Capcom has made great decisions in the past, and they did a freaking 180. Is it too late for them? New Fighting Order fans, let me know. Nelson, Shinwar, Noop, please do a podcast on this. Even get guests on there. And Nelson, if you can get Mike on a podcast to talk about what's happening with Capcom, will we not see another Street Fighter? Is this why Street Fighter 5 is being pushed back all the way to 2017 to even start development? Unbelievable. That means that Capcom ran out of the gas in the tank with funds and competence, logic. I bet you I don't have some fancy, business administration education like these guys. I'm just a graphic designer. I bet you me, New Fighting Order, Salty Gamers, and probably Alpha Omega Sin, Shinra, a couple other M.u.g.e.n community guys can go and take the positions, the executive positions at Capcom, and bring it back. Whoever is steering the wheel at Capcom, you brought the company to the brink of ruin. And now, look at where we're at. The company falls, hey, they don't care, but it's the consumer that loses out. Capcom, I loved you guys for a long time, and still do. And that's the only reason why I rank on you guys. But this is unacceptable. So, New Fighting Order fans, leave your comments below. Please subscribe to the channel. I've seen that we had a spike in subscriptions, so we thank you for your support. Nelson's in charge while I'm on active duty. I should be back sometime in May, but just like I did while I was in Iraq, I'll still be, running some operations in terms of mini short videos. So make sure you check us out here. We got Twitch TV Fighting Game League. Okay, Nelson does streaming, online gameplay videos and whatnot. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. You can follow me on the Facebook page, and you know, hopefully I get back to you guys safe and in one piece. And if I can get my Xbox One in Afghanistan, I know Nelson's gonna do the unboxing video first, but I'll do one because I'll probably be the first in my unit to get it. So again, Capcom, wow, on the brink of ruin. Did they do it to themselves, or was it the new people that came in? Chris Evanson made a funny move, knowing that hey, the company's about to tank. I'ma jump ship. Seth Gillian probably made that move too. They probably foresaw it a long time ago. But in any case, I want to bring this to a close. I want to say hello to my family, the M.u.g.e.n community, my NFO family. I love you guys. I'll come back to you safe, and I'll see you soon on the New Fighting Order podcast. Peace.